Okay, so I just watched one of the best limited series I've seen all year. It's called True Story. You'll find it on Netflix and it's starring Kevin Hart. Now I know what you're thinking. Kevin Hart is a comedic actor, so you expect something light and fun, but it's not funny at all. He turned out to be a pretty spectacular dramatic actor, which I did not expect at all. It's only 7 episodes, so you know that Netflix is not going to drag out the mystery for way too long. And actually, spoiler alert, if you have not finished it, please do not watch this video because I'm going to spoil everything. The twists make perfect sense. It all builds up beautifully, culminating in the amazing finale when basically everything goes to hell. We discover that his brother was behind it. And then the show really goes all out with one of my favorite moments of TV this entire year, and that's with Kevin, or his character, basically shooting his brother and the 2 mafia dudes right in the face. Like, it's such a cathartic, satisfying scene, and it just really flips the script on your typical lead character and him being, completely good and one-dimensional. So the journey of Kevin Hart's character was just fascinating to watch, and he really proved himself to be a really fantastic dramatic lead actor. And his chemistry with Wesley Snipes actually makes the show. I haven't seen Wesley Snipes in years in anything, but the 2 of them together are tremendous. You really buy into their brotherly dynamic. You really buy that they're siblings, and their relationship constantly fluctuates throughout all 7 episodes. That you're completely, captivated by the entire journey. The rest of the cast was also good, but the show is basically all about these 2 guys, and they do a really, really tremendous job throughout. And the good thing about the show is that I wasn't bored for a second. So many times shows drag on for so long. There's a filler middle stretch that's a bit slow, kind of like Hellbound, which I recently watched. But this show managed to maintain the momentum and sense of urgency right from the pilot, right when he finds the dead girl in his bed, all the way until the end. Fingers crossed Netflix doesn't force them to come back for a season 2, because I think the story is just perfect as is. And it tackled some really great themes, about fame and how you lose yourself and how everyone wants a piece of you. Like, the character that Kevin played really tapped into all of these layers in a really cool way. And it just really kept me enthralled all throughout. The funny thing is that I kind of thought Carlton, Wesley Snipes' character, was behind it in the first episode, but the show did such a good job of distracting me with other subplots and other red herrings that I didn't see it coming when he really was responsible in the end. I definitely did not see it coming that the girl in a kid's bed was not in fact dead. The one drawback of the show perhaps is that Zane was killed off in the first episode. He was a great villain and he played it so well, but that's kind of why I was so shocked and why that jaw-dropper of a twist worked when they killed him off. But part of me kind of wishes that they kept him in the show in some way, just because he was such a great foil for the characters. And really sneaky marketing by Netflix, just calling the show True Story. I know many people who watched it and thought, is this a true story? Is it based on Kevin Hart's life in some way? So that's really effective misadvertising, but it's completely fictional for those of you who are wondering, as you can imagine, with all the murders and deaths, but it's just really well done. So all in all, I would give the show a total of an 8.5 over 10. I really loved it. It's one of my favorite shows of the entire year if you're looking for a limited series. And actually, I hope you already watched it, because I basically spoiled everything in this video. But tell me what you guys thought of the twists. Were you surprised? Did you like the finale? Were you hooked all the way through? I'd love to know, and be sure to subscribe for more reviews about series and movies.